Hi, I'm Dan Westfall. My company's Client Focus Financial. I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit today about why CDs are a bad investment. So first off, I'll explain what a CD is. So CDs stand for Certificate of Deposit. These are a product that you can get at any type of bank or credit union out there. They all offer these as a type of guaranteed savings that you can put your money in, where you'll get a fixed interest rate for a specific time frame. So the reason that a lot of people use these are FDIC insured, so it just means that it's federally backed and guaranteed that you won't lose your money. So I'm going to talk a little bit about why I feel they're bad investments and what alternatives you can do other than putting your money in a CD to help your money grow and you make a little bit more interest on that money. So the biggest reason why I don't invest my money in CDs, I don't invest my clients' money in CDs, is simply because the fact that interest rates on CDs suck. They're terrible. They're really low. Even though rates recently have gone up, CD rates are still extremely low in historical comparison because interest rates as a whole are so low, and they've been this low for the last 10 years. So if you're someone that's saving your money in a general checking or savings account, and you're like, oh, I don't get paid any interest on that, that's been the same way for the last 10 years. I'm sure you're not, this isn't news to you that you're hearing this. But CDs are generally an alternative where you can make a little bit more than your savings, but you're not going to make a whole lot more than that. So I just want to put this out there. I have nothing against CDs. CDs, when interest rates are at a more normal level, a little bit higher than where they're at right now, are a great guaranteed investment tool to put your money into. But the reason I would say not to right now is because interest rates are so low and there's better alternatives that you can put it into. So quick story, my first investment was actually when I was, a young kid. I don't know if I was 12, 13, however old I was, but my older brother had a paper route and I worked for him a little bit, helping him with actually collecting the money from the customers on the paper route. It's kind of like my official first job in the financial world. But I had accumulated some money, and essentially this was sitting in a savings account not an investment account, but a savings account that my parents had opened up for me at the bank. And they told me, they're like, well, you should put this money into a CD because you can make more interest on it. So this was really the first time that I ever knew that you could actually put money somewhere and it would grow in interest. This was kind of a learning experience for me at the time. And honestly, my parents, the reason that they told me to do this instead of investing it in the market or some other type of investment tool, that was really the only thing that they invested their savings into at the time outside of their retirement plans. So, this goes into the idea of, well, you learn your finances from your parents or people that you grew up around. There's other places I could have put that money at the time, but being I was, 12, 13 years old, I wasn't doing the research. So I ended up putting it into a CD. The CDs at that point in time were like 5-6%. This was, back in the early mid 2000s. So interest rates were a little bit higher at that point than they are right now. So it wasn't the worst investment in the world, but it also wasn't, skyrocket rate of return on this money either. So some alternatives that you could put this money into that would help, make a little bit more interest other than just dropping it into a CD. So one idea would be, putting it in treasury bills or treasury bonds. These are federally government-backed bonds that's very similar to FDIC insurance. They're both backed by the federal government. So they offer guaranteed interest rate on it, and right now it's typically a little bit higher than what a CD is at. Another idea may be putting it in a mortgage-backed security that is another type of bond that is going to offer you a little bit higher interest rate, and it's a relatively safe, secure investment. One other idea may be putting this in a investment portfolio, so something that is either managed between stocks, bonds, alternative investments, depending on whatever your goal and risk tolerance is for that money and the time frame you're looking to use it in. Work with a financial advisor, or if you don't want to work with a financial advisor, do the research yourself and put this in a little bit more of an elaborate strategy than just dropping it in a bank. If you don't want to do the research, best option would really be working with a financial advisor. They'll do all the legwork and the research and find out where you should invest this money to help grow it over a longer time frame or shorter time frame, depending on what you're trying to do with the money. So working with that financial advisor is going to help you with growing this money a little bit better than what you could do in a CD, a treasury, or any other sort of government-backed investment that's out there. It's going to involve a little bit more risk, but you're going to make more on your money over time. I appreciate you taking the time to check out this video. If you're looking for more videos like this, check us out at clientfocusfin.com or like and follow us on Facebook, Client Focus Financial. I put a weekly video out each week just to kind of be educational, give you guys a little bit of some topics that I'm coming across out there with people that I'm talking to, or just things that I'm thinking about that may benefit you guys with your investments or personal finances. Again, thanks for taking the time to check out this video.